What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another solo leveling Arise video. All right, folks, we got ourselves a brand new code. We had to endure an hour and a half of the Japanese live stream, just pure yapping to get this code. So hopefully you guys enjoy it. So redeem code, I will put this in the description of the video as usual. So Sweet Solo Lev. Okay, the Sweet Solo Lev will give you guys the following items. It'll give you guys 1,000 essence stones plus lucky skill ruin chest volume 4 times 2. So make sure you go and get that. On top of that, guys, also please remember that we also have ourselves the content creator program, which will give you guys 2 additional codes, one of them being 1,000 essence stones plus some more of those lucky chests plus some fabric, and as well we have 3 other codes that were presented in the Korean live stream, which can be found in the description. So please take a few seconds, go click that support button, also go like, subscribe, hit that notification button. We're almost at 100k subscribers, guys. Couple things to note here from the actual live stream, and I'm going to cover this real quick. Kanai has been confirmed to be fire, of course. She is confirmed to be attack, crit damage, and crit rate. She has been confirmed to have more power as she kills opponents, so that part is definitely accurate. These are going to be the costumes and her chromas. Her actual secret library chroma looks pretty badass, I have to admit. I'm a big fan of this. It's white and purple with red hair with black in the back, and then we have ourselves the following costumes, and I'm a big fan of all of them. You guys can check out the following. There's also Wu here, who we're going to get from the Valentine's Day event for free. He's got black hair and white pants. And then Charlotte, I don't know why they chose this to be the Hunter Battle Pass, but it is. You can pay for that if you want to. And you guys can see here again, the secret library outfit looks amazing. I think I'm a big fan of this one. So I like the way this looks. And then the 3D version of the actual costume itself, here is what they all look like. There's a black, a white, a beige, and a purple. And I think everyone is a big fan of the purple for 2 reasons. Number one, she's wearing shorts. And number 2, of course, she looks badass. So you guys can see a couple different items, a couple different outfits for the following. And this is Wu's outfit right here. It looks like he belongs in a billionaire yacht club. Legit. I don't like the white pants. I don't like the black hair. I like the traditional blonde personally on him. That's my take on it though. And that's how I feel. So they showed Kanai's skills a little bit here. She is literally the fastest attacking unit I think I might have ever seen in my life. Check this out. Look at this. So you're going to see how fast she attacks. Number 1, insane speed, but number 2, crazy damage as well because of that speed of attack, and her cores and her skills look incredible. Apparently skill 1 will empower skill 2, and again, the more she kills, the more power she gets. So it's going to be a pretty big deal for places like Guild Boss, where they're almost saying, they at least said, the Japanese people said that she's going to be needed for that. And then number 2, which is funny because Thomas did more in their run, but don't look at their performance. They suck at the game. They're really, really bad. So just keep that in mind. Okay, you guys can see some skills here. This is her skill 2. And again, she attacks so damn quickly. Look at this. And look, she goes in the air at one point. There, I think that's her core attack. So you guys can see all that stuff right there. So again, all available for you in the live stream. And they show quite a bit of her actually. So I was impressed by that, but they don't play well with her. So it kind of gives us a false take on how she actually performs. Because I think she performs really, really well. This is her ultimate right here. You guys can see right there. She's going to perform it right here. She kicks the sword. And then with that string, does all that mutilate right there and does insane amounts of AoE damage. So really, really cool. And of course, the team that's going to run best with her is going to be Essel and Gina, because Gina will power her attack and give her more firepower. Essel will give her more defense penetration, which she doesn't have because she scales off of crit and crit damage. So that's adding defense pen to her kit. And then of course, she gets more powerful when people use break skills. So all that team there is going to be what you want to use. Watch how quickly this opponent's bar just goes down. Okay, watch this. Check it out. Watch this. Okay, so look, there's a good dodge. But look at this. Look at this. Look. Holy shit, man. Just completely destroyed it. Just destroyed it, right? And then, unfortunately, they let the girl play, and she kind of sucks at it. This is the level 120 stuff. You can get these new blueprints and material from gates and the events, and then they show, this is really cool, they show the actual shadows and their weapons. I think this was probably one of the coolest parts of the actual live stream. So you can see Bureau has the scythe, which was weird to us, but these are all of the weapons that the shadows can equip. Now these are hilarious. Some of these are accurate, lore accurate, so DKL for Igris, Orb of Avarice for Tusk, which is exactly right. And then you have like this, the Liking Gun for Serbi, Baroku Dagger makes sense for Baruko, obviously. The shield makes sense for what's his name for Iron. Golem Hammer makes sense, I guess. It's a Golem Hammer. This was kind of weird. The SR Frostbite Sword for tank. I mean, he is a polar bear, so I guess this one threw me off more than anything. I think the Scatty for Kaisel was the weirdest one. I have, like, imagine dragons with guns, and then of course we have Beru with the scythe, which again was a weird one, but Beru really doesn't have a weapon, so it kind of makes sense. So they kind of go through that. They kind of also show the Ant Queen a little bit as well. And then they talk about the brand new co-op mode and the things you can get through the co-op mode. You guys can see here, we got the crafting ticket, mana power extracts, heroic ruins and blessings, plus the frame. And then here they kind of show you guys some of the skills that the new weapons can provide the actual shadows. And the shadows get super, super buff. Now, this was something that can be amazing because now the Monarch Domain Blessing Stone, the one that amplifies the Shadow's powers, might actually be very viable when you summon the Shadow. So, like, for example, this increases crit damage and crit for Igris. Some of these other ones increase a lot of different stats. So they were very impressed with the Beru one. Unfortunately, we didn't get the full take on it, but they really reacted to Beru's. So we are getting a lot of different things coming up this patch, guys. And then, of course, they show a little bit of the fight for the Ant Queen. This was pretty funny. Now, this has already been leaked. I will say this ahead of time, that Thomas is going to destroy this GB apparently. And so they have Kanai on here as well with the fire team. You guys can see that's team 1. Now again, don't look at this performance as any indicator because these players are not very good. But you guys will see at the end of it all right over here. First off, Cha actually ends up having the victory pose. Hold on, I'm just trying to get to the end of it here. It's a minute left. Let me just go a little further. 9 seconds. Here we go. You guys can see at the end over here that Cha actually has the victory pose instead of SJW on this one, which is kind of cool, I think. Sloppy Seconds gets her time. And then you'll see the performance here, which is a little bit weird. Well, not weird. I guess the prediction is correct that Thomas is going to dominate this a little bit more. But again, don't take this as like the performance that is actually going to happen. The Ant Queen is in fact weak to all elements, by the way, the same as Fakna. You can see Thomas did much better if she's over here. She even got beat out by Charlotte. So again, this is their testing, of course. This is not real testing. They're not real players. They don't really know how it works, but just to show you guys. All right, you guys can see here the brand new costume for the 3000 versus 3001 to 6000. Much better view. I think this one looks incredible. They did confirm that Deimos will be easier than hard mode Baron when he first came out, okay? And this, I think, was the most important thing that they didn't show in the Korean one, is that we're actually getting presets, guys. We can do 4 presets, 1 for accessories, 1 for armor, and it actually is a real preset. So you click the button and automatically will equip all of that for you going forward. I think that was probably the biggest deal in this entire live stream outside of the code. And then this is what the gates are going to look like. You guys can see, you guys can get yourself level 90 and above will give you guys the new blueprints to get your weapons to level 120, and these are some of the things that can drop from the event as well. So these are the brand new cubes, I guess, the melding cubes, and this is the shadow energy that you can use to get your weapons up, and much, much more. So they did cover some cool things here. For example, if you beat the Hobgoblin boss, you'll also get Igris's full trophies. So they're just saying that if you beat one boss, apparently you'll get the trophies for the next boss that comes in that same rotation, which is kind of nice. We are going to have the capsule event for Kanai, so that was confirmed as well too. And then of course the artifact crafting event will happen as well, and it's going to work the same way as before, where you have to get these little icons to complete it. And then they talked a little bit about the brand new tournament. Apparently it's going to be 8 Korean players versus 8 global players, and then it will be hosted. And then these are the 2 bosses that people are going to fight. It's going to be the Ice Queen Bestie and Isel. Sorry, I almost said Igris. Isel. So that's pretty much the gist of it. From there, they did nothing else but yap. But there you guys go. Those are the big things. The biggest thing to me was the preset and the code. So thank you so much for watching. Let me know what you guys think. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.